Good morning. Get on in here, man. Two beautiful souls looking. Good morning. Good morning. It is 7:55, man. It is not 6:55, so you better go and check your microwave. You better go check your microwave, guys. You know, with our phones, we don't have to reset our phones, but you might want to go to your microwave. Many of y'all might have those expensive microwaves and refrigerators that you can watch TV and stuff on that you can just see straight on through the refrigerator. Please do check your appliances this morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is going on 8 o'clock. It is not 6:55. All right, guys. I've been up already. Jump me some rope. I've been working on the abs today, but goodness gracious, I just got a little tired, man. Because again, guys, we are going up an hour, so we loses an hour worth of sleep. Stop past Dunkin' Donuts, man, because I was super hungry. Got me one of those maple bacon. I don't really eat eggs too much, but when it comes to Dunkin' Donuts, it's a must. I don't eat eggs. Anything I eat, I don't eat them as much. If I get a sandwich, I'll just go ahead and go with the cheese. But Dunkin' Donuts, man, I was like, bro, you really going to get a chocolate donut after you just worked out? Like, well, you can do what you want to do as long as you make sure you don't sit on it, right? I'm a very active person. I walk all day, right? I walk all day. If it's somewhere that I have to go and I feel like I don't need to drive the car, I actually will walk. So I don't think if you treat yourself sometimes, man, it won't hurt you, man. This workout world is going crazy, right? Everybody is being judgmental. Men 225 is the normal now. If you say you can lift 130, the new 225 is the 135 now. Do we know what we're talking about? Do many know how heavy 225 pounds is? Now, of course, if you weight, you supposed to be able to lift what you weigh. Okay, so say if I have trimming down to maybe 210 or something like that, I should be able to lift 210. That's my body weight. But hey, man, it's to each his own. Where's this competitive spirit coming from? I mean, you can't work out in peace. You know you're doing this wrong. This gym is for girls. That gym is for, like, man. You don't see white folks online going back and forth over this stuff. Guys like Arnold and the many that came before Arnold, the bodybuilders, man, I don't think they never went through this. I know they sitting back now, 70 plus years old. Sylvester Stallone and all of those guys working out at Gold's Gym in LA when you can just go outside and work out. I know they laughing at some of us. Like, man, we've been doing this damn near 40, 50, 60 years straight with no problem. Do you see how these black folks just get on social media and just be so judgmental? Like these people's, man, they take things and just, like, Lord have mercy. What is it? I know they sit back and they just laugh. Like, here they go again. Now everybody in the workout world, here they go again. Everybody want to tell you how to eat. Everybody don't want to tell you they on gear, right? Everybody don't want to tell you I'm taking steroids, right? Everybody just want to tell you go to the gym, do this, you will get big overnight. You will do. Man, get out of here. Get out of here, man. Eat what you want to eat. Just make sure you burn the stuff off. How about that? Does that sound good to anybody? You had you a nice slice of cake yesterday. Get up, run the stuff off. Does that sound good to anybody this morning, man? Come on, guys. Life is too short. You can go out right now and you can breathe the wrong kind of air. You probably walking in a direction where somebody just sneezed at, man, and you can get sick and probably don't even make it. People counting calories. Oh, that's my calorie deficit. Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. So shout out to DC, man. Let's rock and roll, DC. I got one more number. I want you to keep these numbers in, right? Yes, we know we can't play them all, but yes, you can. If you had that kind of money, you can try, right? But really, though, I know we can't play them all. DC, I want us to keep in 929. All right, I got my eye out on this number. Well, I'm not playing it. I'm just asking anybody if they want to play 929. Make sure you keep it in. How do I have 20 people's looking at me and this one thumbs up? I assume maybe three gray logs. See, they gone. See. You see how they scram, man? You see what? You see what I'm saying? But look, man, come on, y'all. You come to the page, give me a thumbs up if you can. If it don't hurt you, if you don't like me, use your middle finger. Just take your middle finger and hit your screen 2 times. Give me a thumbs up if that sounds a little better. Hey, man, I talked about guys. We got to be careful. Many is not really tapped into no kind of. Well, I'm not going to go too deep with it because again, I don't want to scare anyone. But I always said, guys, be careful when the first always fall on a Sunday. It's just so spooky to me. Like when you look into the sky and you just see how the sky look. If you walking how I'm walking, maybe many might could understand, right? This is the second month. The first felt on a Sunday, right? And it just it been like this with me for a while. It's just like different seasons. Man, this is not going to be a good look for you, right? If you really tapped in. See, you can't be tapped in when you sitting around gossiping. You can't be tapped in um hungover. You can't be tapped in high, right? And look, do what you do. Whatever you do, those are your vices. Look, man, do what you do. But you can't be tapped in on a spiritual realm to understand this. Now, if I'm not mistaken, over in Iran on the first, right? Do anybody want to tell me what happened? Many might say, well, that could have. Well, it could have. But did I not say for the last past 2 months, man, when anything falls on a Sunday, a first of the month, I just don't like it, right? I just don't like it, man. It's just a certain feeling, like it's just I can't describe. Let me try to describe, right? It's like a numb, dull kind of feeling, right? And I don't know, if it have to do with daylight saving time or I don't know, but whenever the first fall on the first on a Sunday, just kind of like walk light. What does that mean? If you out there in the worldly life, man, switch it up, right? If you know you're doing something that, man, this it's not of your maker, just take a little back seat on that. Tell somebody, man, I'll holler at you probably Tuesday, or man, look, it's Sunday, man. Well, Sunday is supposed to be a rest day, if I'm not mistaken, but just let people know, bro. I'm just trying to take a back seat, man. I'm just not feeling it. Somebody call you, hey Slim, come on out, man. For nah, man. I ain't trying to come out on no Sunday, bro. I'm cool. I'm in the house with the family, man. I'm gonna watch me some TV. Just try to walk light, guys. Just try. So DC, going to leave you at 929. I think 613 already came out, right? Reason why I wrote 613 because we had 143. Do anybody want to tell me about that number? Numbers like 314. You just simply looking at 44. 3 and 1 is 4. Here's a 4. You can get numbers like 550. 451, same thing. One and 4 is 5. That's a 5 right here. You get numbers like 615. You got to watch those. You got to be able to identify these numbers right here. You got to watch these numbers, right? You got to watch these numbers. This means that somebody algorithm is actually getting ready to kick in. Whoever is having numbers like this, we know about 415 already. We know about that. If you don't know, now you know. We know about 615. We know from what I am assuming, let me get this correct before somebody just jump out there. Oh, third eye, you told us. Look, man, what I'm learning over here is what I'm learning. I'm only sharing, guys. But if you're not understanding what I'm trying to say, you might want to leave it alone, right? If you're not understanding nothing that I'm talking about, just sit back and listen. Just leave it alone before you go and spreading stuff or trying to. No, well, when you see this, don't get yourself stuck. Don't get stuck. Because I remember last year when I was at it, going at different weird pages, and I would just see somebody talking about a number, and I say, look, they don't even know what they're talking about. See? They'll get right there. Nah, see, this is this. And then I turned around. Do you feel me? No, we don't feel you. And instead of somebody saying, bro, what are you talking about? Like, we lost at this point. We're lost. So make sure when you're looking at these numbers that you know what they're doing. Because I can show you something right now, and it just blow your mind. Out there in MD, and this can be for MD in Florida, right? We are looking for 43711. I'm gonna say this number again. 4343711. I don't know how it's gonna come, but you gotta keep it in. I don't know when it's gonna come, but you have to keep it in. Shout out to Ohio. Ohio, they gave you a 66 pair. Don't forget, it's moving off of your 59 pair. Whenever you see a 59 pair, play a 66 pair. You see a 66 pair, play a 59 pair. Don't forget, whenever you see a 23 pair in your state, consider playing a 16. Oftentimes, they will give you that number all in one shebang. What does that mean? They'll give you 16, 32. They will give you 1, 2, 3, 6. Those numbers really come together, right? You still don't understand? Reach out to me. I gave you the IG page. Let's talk, right? Come on, guys. It's time to win, man. Days is getting ready to get longer. The weather is getting ready to get beautiful, right? We don't need to catch people with the same outfits and stuff on out here. I mean, things is changing. Your waist is getting smaller, right? Your arms is getting a little bigger, whomever I'm talking to. We're trying to get some money over here, man. We're talking straight positivity. We're not bringing nobody down. Straight positivity. If it's not nothing about health, wealth, we ain't trying to hit nothing about it, man. And hopefully none of y'all not playing numbers. Y'all just on the page, just to learn. Maybe you can tell one of your uncles, nah, I don't think you should play this. I think you should play 929 in DC. And the minute it come out, you'll have your uncle calling you every single day. Hey, what you doing? Like, I get a phone call from you maybe 3 times a year. Now I'm important because I gave you one number. You want to call me every single day. Where you at? You want to hang out for a while? Right? So with that being said, beautiful souls, everybody have a good day, man. Happy Sunday. Just talked to a buddy of mine, and I was like, I know I can't get you no coffee, man, because Ramadan is still upon you. And he was like, yeah, man, I think we down to like 13 to 14 more days. And we was just talking. And we was just talking about the young generation and how many of them, convert to Islam and just really not understanding. How many just walk around on wallahi, or like, why are we using Islam? And I'm hearing many of messages about this same thing that I've been talking about probably since 2 years ago, right? How the average young gentleman or the older gentleman, and nothing is wrong with it. If you seek and reach a different religion, I mean, whatever the case may be. But we was just talking about how the youngins are just using it just for some kind of, just like a stepping stone. You see many of them walking, with their attire on and, but when you're looking at them, they're not really walking the walk. So we was just talking about that today, man. And he was just like, they have no idea, like, if they get around, those real ones who going to throw that deen at you, the ones that I be talking about. When you see them, you run, right? When you see them, you used to run like, oh, man, they go, brother, such and such, man. I know. Hey, come here, brother. Those type of guys, right? Not the ones that's going to talk to you at the same time, going to pull out a bottle of liquor at the same time, going to pull out a cigarette at the same time, just saying all this crazy and weird stuff out their mouth. Not those kind. So we was talking about this, I said, bro, I've been counting on that for the longest time, man. I'm lost. I said, I'm totally lost about it. I am like really lost at this point. So after the fasting is over, then what? Are we back to on mothers and man? I'm just really not feeling us at this point no more, man. I am definitely not feeling us at this point no more, man. It's just like, when is the change ever going to come? When is the change ever going to come? We have a politician running in DC, and he's trying to get it to where as though you can buy your first home with no money down at $700 a month, right? And we all know what that may bring. I think any any household together. I think we should be able to muster up 350 apiece. The first thing you do when you look in the comments, it ain't gonna never happen, man. People laughing. You got one sister, hi, I'm from Maryland, and I like that for y'all. For y'all? Who is y'all? I like that for y'all. Huh? I'm from Maryland, and I like that from y'all. What part? Where are you at, MD? Because you saying because you out in MD, like you're really talking about something. Are you out Landover? Are you in Deanwood? Like, where are you at in MD? See, you got to catch these small details when people like us. My boyfriend said, huh? Your boyfriend said, huh, about what? Good morning. Mike Murphy. My boyfriend said, huh? Oh, this is you again who wanted a child? I was just thinking about you yesterday. Is this you again? I actually was thinking about you yesterday. Is this you? Because I believe I blocked somebody. This you who said you want to have a baby, but you a man? So I was like, what? Like, I like that for y'all. It was like the same sister who, ADC, I see how y'all feel about y'all Pepco bill. I live in MD in a white neighborhood, and my Pepco bill, like, what? Talking about the girl? What girl? What girl? What's this, Mike Murphy? What girl, bro? And I'm like, I like this for y'all. Y'all can, like, who's this for y'all? But I thought DMV was a whole. So you see where we going there? Well, she said, I like that for y'all, but it could have been for us. And these are the people who argue, I am from the DMV, but you said, I like that for y'all. And I was like, where are you? Out Woodmore somewhere? Like, why did you have to say I'm from MD and I like that for y'all? And to me, I think it sounds good, right? I mean, because this is something Kamala Harris wanted to do, first time home buyers. They give you $25,000 on a home, but of course. But many said the powers that be, like, good luck, brother. You know that's not going to happen. But to be honest, man, can we all agree if we get a household, no money down, $700 a month, guys? Can we all agree how that's going to be? Many ask, well, what about the property taxes? Who's going to pay that? Uh, how about the lawn? How about who's going to keep the upbringing of the lawn and stuff together? Like, can we just imagine though? Like, for real though, because 700, the average person, or you tell your child, hey, look, we great get a house. I want you to save a little money, or you might have a child that say, Mom, the new Jordans great come out, and your mother looking like, what? You have some people will make tennis shoes a priority. And this brother out here trying to help people. $700 a month on a house mortgage, man. And my thing is, bro, where are you going for $700 a month? And I'm from the nation's capital, and I travels on a daily basis, right? So I'm trying to figure out what neighborhood can we possibly go as people for $700. You taking us down Georgetown? Are you taking us up Van Ness? Are you taking us up Military Road? Where are you taking us for $700, bro? Because the minute we pull up our U-Haul and the people get to looking at us, it's like the movies. What movies was that when somebody pulled up with the U-Haul? No, I guess it was American Gangster, I think. And there was a few more others when they seen when the U-Haul trucks was coming and, people outside landing their grass and they like, oh my God, who is this? But it's sad that stigma we have over us. But I looked in the comments, and to come to find out, it's our own people. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't. Then you had some, man, I wish it would happen, man. That's a good idea. But the comment that got me, I'm from MD, and I like that for y'all. What? Where you, like, oh my God, man. Oh my God. But with that being said, beautiful souls, everybody have a good day, man. Whatever you do, stay out the way, guys. The sun is up, and man, hopefully your day goes good, man. Positivity over negativity all day long. Fed Joe, I might want to take your little lingo with the chatty patty stuff. Men, let's just do better, man. If we can't help nobody out, I mean, let's not try to bring each other down. But sometimes I'm not even going to tell no story. It's called for sometimes because you got some of these men, they act like divas, right? And that's the whole topic, you know, from every woman now. You got men acting like divas, man. Getting online, shirts and stuff off, getting online, poking the mouth out, getting on the line, licking their lips, getting online. I want y'all to see my outfit like you're not used to nothing. Like, man, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Men, we gotta tighten up just a little bit. We gotta tighten up, man. Everything is not for everybody, man. We gotta tighten up just a little bit. The women are watching. They're watching. Men actually dressing up to get online and not going nowhere. Getting online and not going nowhere. I could have acted like a cold Bama, right? Not do I do sometimes. I do Bama out. I'll go somewhere and just totally Bama out. It's like I'm playing. And they'll act like they're not used to nothing. We know the USA, the 2026. Matter of fact, I think it's almost over. I say, well, man, I got to get me one of these polo sweaters, right? Showed y'all the video. Hey, y'all, I'm going down there. I got to get this because number one, and somebody was on IG yesterday saying, in Newark, right? It's a lot of fake polo going on. And I left it in the comments. I said, man, I totally appreciate it because the polo that I see online now that half of these peoples are wearing, they need to be kicked in the behind. It's just a disgrace at this point. It's just a disgrace at this point. Clothes shouldn't make the man, right? Man should make the clothes. Now, I got the sweater, put it on. My mother loved it. I think I might give it to her because I just love it. How much you said you paid for that again? I said $412, Ma. I just love it. I said, damn. So, Ma, you probably want this. And my mother's not too big because I know when she put it on, it's going to hang. And she just might wear it around the house. You never know. With her pajamas. But I have no more use for it. I liked it, put it on, it's in the dirty clothes. When it's going to go to the cleaners, I don't know. You have a person to get an outfit, and the first thing they want to do is jump on social media like they are not used to anything. And then when you want to give them a break, when you say, well, nah, I mean, you got to put something on and represent yourself and looking nice, you'll literally say, I want to see, does this outfit slap? Is it slapping? I said, oh my God, what the slap? I want to see, does this hat and this shirt slap together? Slap. Bro, how old are you, Holmes? Shouldn't you already know if something slap when you put it on? And that's where we at out here in life. But when you have somebody laying back who can distinguish, oh, no, that's fake, that's fake, that's fake. Like, man, hey, men and women, if it goes for the women too, we really got to pipe this stuff down out here, man. So whatever you do on your page, man, stay humble. That's all you got to do. It don't hurt you to stay humble. It don't hurt you to be yourself, right? It don't hurt you to be yourself because when I hang this phone up or how do I do it? I hit that little X button and I end the live. I got to get ready to go home. I got to get ready to figure out, you going to iron your uniform tomorrow to go to work? I got to get ready to figure out, are you going to shave this bald head George Jefferson guy with this, damn, bro, how's your hair? I got to figure out what I'm going to do, right? Do I have enough gas in this car? Do I have enough gas here? I got to figure it out. Some of us, soon as we put this phone down, from all these lies we done told, we look ourselves in the mirror and say, bro, sis, I know good and well I didn't sit here and say this to these people, man. You really looking yourself in the mirror saying, I know I didn't just say this. And then you start believing it. You start believing a lie. You'll start believing this stuff. You'll start believing it. So we got to stop it, man. Be yourself on your page, man. Be yourself. Don't try to be like nobody else, man. Everybody got their little wave, right? Everybody got their little wave. It don't take much, man. Your video is going to go viral. One day it's going to go viral. Don't worry about that. Be yourself. Be yourself, man. That's all you have to do on your page, man. Be yourself. Right? I was talking to, one of my guys, man. We grew up together and we was just talking, man, and I was like, I don't we was just speaking on some things and just going down memory lane because if you leave it up to social media, nobody in DC, and not to glorify, but nobody in DC at the age of 15 and 16 years old was driving BMWs or four-door Pathfinders or two-door Pathfinders. My homeboy had to remind me, one of our guys, he got killed on the streets of Washington, D.C. He had to remind me, like, bro, man, Slim wasn't no more than 2 years older than us. But he was out. FBI out here too today, y'all. They out here heavy. Jesus Christ, what are these? What are those, man? They look like enclaves. This for entertainment purposes only. 2 enclaves. Everything smacked out, windshield, everything, 2 antennas on the back. Lord have mercy. So we talking, and he was like, nah, when Slim got killed, is when his mother went in this room, he had like $70,000 of cash money. Right? So you hear online, you just hear all of these magnificent stories, like, and he had to remind me, like, I was like, damn, you right, man. Because we are now in 2026, right? So we talking from the 90s on to now, like so many things done went on, man. So many things, and when you think about it, you say, man, damn, that's right. I wasn't really aware of that, right? But you leave it up to other people out of town. Like DC needed some help. Like DC needed some help. And I was like, and I try to stay away from, that type of politics because I know what I know. Right? But you leave it up to other vloggers, and this person had this, he was young. Man, do you know how many people had things at the age of 15 and 16 years old in the nation's capital? I'm still trying to do my homework on this guy named Willie Sutton. He was from Fort Totten, Northwest Washington, D.C. I constantly thinks about him, right? I'm trying to actually link up with a few guys that I do know from Fort Totten, and I just want to figure out his background. Because sometimes I kind of visualize him. Last time me and him was talking, we was in junior high. We was on a wall and we was just talking about Gucci's. I had a pair of Gucci's on. He was like, man, the Gucci's came out with the second wave, right? And they was called like some scapels or something like that. I didn't like them. But he was like, man, you know something? I think I'm going to go up Atlantic City tonight. I might come back to school with those the next day. And I was like, he said I wanted the green ones. Willie Sutton had on something, and I believe it had to be something from Hugo Boss, right? But all I know that day, it was a soft, like charcoal gray, right? It was a soft charcoal gray apparel that he had on. And, the funny part was, he was like, well, man, I'm getting ready to bounce. He was like, you want to go to McDonald's? And I was like, nah, we was actually playing hooky. Willie Sutton was a few years older than me, meaning if I was probably in the 7th, Willie Sutton probably had to be in the 9th, right? And he was one of the ones from Fort Todd. Now, we're in junior high school. So he was like, my limo getting ready to pick me up. And I was like, your limo? And he was like, yeah, I got a limo driver, right? And I was like, damn. The very next week, we was informed that Willie Sutton was his own demise. I believe he was playing Russian roulette. And I'm talking about these guys used to come to school with literally bags of money every single day. And they were young. We was in junior high school. Bags of money. You had a Marco, a Cecil, a Jermaine, and a Nook, and Willie Sutton. Every day, bags of money. We were in junior high. So when you hear these out-of-towners, man, getting these little bits and pieces of the story in DC, and I just be sitting here like, man, where do they get their information from? Like, where do they get their information from, though? Like, real talk, though. Because they'll always say, I got people in the city. Y'all, like, who are your peoples? Who are they? Like, who are your peoples? You never have once heard a story about Mike Tyson in love with a female here in the nation's capital, right? But everybody knows so much rich history. You never heard a story about that. You look on the vlogs, you say, well, damn, they keep posting Mike Tyson, but I wonder do they know about this, that, this. Like, where's these people's getting their information from? So with that being said, beautiful souls, man, look, positivity again over negativity, man. When you put that phone down, you know the life that you have to live, man. Stop betraying somebody you're not, man. Stop betraying somebody you're not, man. That's the word of what the word today, the word of today. The word of today is, I be listening sometime to Ricky Smiley, Gary with the T. Gary with the T. It's the color of the day. I say, oh, damn, color. I ain't heard of that in years. So, okay, Gary, so that's what you want to do. The color for today. Wow. Hey, man, with that being said, beautiful souls, everybody have a good day. Leave something in the comments, guys. I really think this coming up week, I'm getting ready to hit them big. I really think so. Texas, we talked about a 661, right? Because when I was talking about that yesterday, I was demonstrating that for all states. So I was just hoping, just in case you seen that 59 pair down there in Texas, anybody could have played 661. I was just hoping, maybe, right? That's why I say sometimes, guys, you gotta listen. It's not about, hey, I'm like really telling you. I'm really telling you what you need to be playing, right? If you probably buy your computer, or if you have some time, you could just pull up your state. I literally just said this yesterday, right? 661, 960, 661s, 927s. If you had 927, play 960. I was talking about that yesterday. Do anybody agree? Anybody agree this morning? So with that being said, guys, peace out. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm just trying to imagine, man. An average home paying $700 a month, right? So what would the property taxes be? Maybe $1,500. Because it got so bad for my aunt, she had to move to North Carolina, and their house been paid for. And I was like, Auntie, why you move? She was like, man, property taxes and this, and every time you turn around, you got to register for your parking. And she was just like, man, we just sold the house. I think the house went probably a little bit under $1 million, if it wasn't $1 million, and just took the money and moved down North Carolina, man, back to their home. I mean, that's what they want to do anyway. They actually knocking on doors, down here in DC, man. Like on the movie Enough, when Jennifer Lopez's husband knocked on the guy's door, my wife want this house. And he was like, nah, I'm sorry, I'm not selling it. He came back again. I'm a man, I get what I want. And he was like, well, sir, I'm not selling it. Showed him a check, and he was like, oh, it's sold. And that's what they doing in DC. The average home in DC, early 60s, if you got it, from what I'm hearing, I was born 77, so I wouldn't know nothing about that from just what I hear, right? Average home, $42,000 paid for. Average home. Give or take now, that same house worth probably over $800,000 to $1 million at the most. I'm talking about beautiful homes. And what they do here in DC, depending on the area, they make like little rooftop type things on top of the house, right? So say if you have like a 5-bedroom in DC, they'll get some type of architects, they'll make something else. My homeboy, they was living on 7th and Kennedy, sold their home. A young guy, and from what I'm hearing, this brother was probably 27 years old. He was some type of IBM tech. He said, man, you rode past the house since? I said, nah, I haven't really even been on that side. Rode past the house, beautiful. He done knocked it down, made other things. And that's what they doing in D.C. D.C. is a beautiful place, man. I don't care if you in Southwest, Northwest, Northeast. It's all on what you make it. Yeah, we got a bunch of foolishness going on. We don't appreciate nothing. But we cry when they run our ass out of here. We cry. We cry. And then you come right back to the neighborhood. You see all these white folks walking, drinking Starbucks with their dogs and stuff, laying back in the same neighborhood that you told somebody else, I dare you to slide through here. That's what they do. Nah, we want this. Around Northeast right now, they still knocking it down. What the youngers around there doing, still partying, still throwing stuff on the ground, still not putting the plastic bags on the pole after you finish drinking, put the stuff back in the trash. But watch when that different wave come through there and you ride back past there and you see the swimming pool is now open and you like, damn, all this time we was around here because look, what y'all was gonna do? We do it to ourselves, man. And then when them white folks come in the neighborhood and they learn to appreciate it, man, it's just no problem. We had it, y'all. All we did was kill one another. That's all. We had it. I was talking to my barber, and he was talking about the Canadian gooses and all this and that. He was like, bro, don't you know he seen a white lady walk? I said, they gonna walk, because first of all, bro, I say you and I both know when they made gun laws in D.C., we know who they made it for, right? And I was like, was that surprising to you that she was walking in the neighborhood? He was like, but no, why we can't? I said, because that's what we do, bro. And I'm not saying, hey, young man, if you want to do something, man, go take the jacket from the white woman or brother. Or nah, I'm just saying, how do they walk around so comfortable in your neighborhood, in your trenches, and we don't do nothing but let me go get one? Hey, Unc, I'm gonna need that up off you, Unc. Huh? Hey, Unc, I need that, Unc. I need that, Unc. Like, for real, youngster, you need this? Yeah, I need that, Unc. But that's what we do. With that being said, guys, peace out, man. DC 929, keep it in until it come out. It have not been out since 2025, right? Y'all might have heard a story a long time ago. My barber, he used to have a 929. And his tag number was actually 458, right? But somebody else I knew was playing 929. Maybe he's up here right now. So I probably get a log off. Damn, somebody already logged off. I guess they got confirmation now. They might say, hey, man, play 929. Ain't that something? I be beating them to the punch. But anyway, man, watch out for that number in DC, a 99 pair. Guys, reach out, man. If it's about this money, reach out. Reach out. Y'all should know, man, I'm real. Y'all know I'm a real individual, man. I'm not no scammer or nothing like that, man. Reach out if you're trying to win. Reach out. With that being said, man, be yourself. I'm about to get off the phone now. I got to be myself. Did I tell any stories today? Let me see. Did I tell any stories? Did you tell any stories, bro? I think no. Have you ever had a Mercedes before? No, I haven't had a Mercedes. Did you buy your own car, your first car? Yes. No, I didn't. Let's get that correct. I bought my second car. Okay. Did you buy your first Claron system when systems was, $400 and $500? No, I didn't. I was riding with somebody and somebody was getting tense and they was like, man, go ahead and get you a system. All right. So you didn't do that. Anything else? Did you tell? No, that wasn't right. So your aunt did have a home. She moved to North Carolina. Yes, that was right. So you did go to Dunkin' Donuts today? Yes, I had a sandwich. Where's this? Yeah, I did. And it was good. Did you work out today? I did. Yep. Are you going to drink some water? Yes, I am. Okay, so yeah, man, be yourself. That's it and that's all, guys.